Welcome back to LearnWire. It's been a while since I've made a video. That's because I was moving. Long story short, we moved out of our house that we've been in for 5 years, and we are now renting a house for up to a year. And while we're renting this new house, we will be building a new house. So quite the journey will be going on over the next 12 months. It was a lot of work. Once again, I moved myself, did get some moving help, but as you guys know, if you've moved a 3,000 square foot house, and, after being married for 20 years, having kids and pets and all that good stuff, we had a lot of junk and a lot of stuff to move. So that's what I've been doing the last week. I'm so glad to be finally settled back in at our new place and ready to rock and roll with content for you guys. And most of all, software reviews and tutorials. So let's jump into this one. This is KWHero, keyword hero, KWHero. It's on AppSumo, and it is starting to get a lot of buzz. You can see right over here, it's at 23 reviews. And what I like to do is we'll come over and look at the reviews. And once you click on expand, I don't know if any of you know about this, but it's something that I just recently learned. I don't know if it's a new feature or something that I just am an idiot and missed for the last couple of years. But if you come over here and you click on reviews, and then you actually scroll all the way down and then see reviews, it will jump into this expansion over here. And it'll actually show you what these tacos look like, what they actually stand for, 4.9. Up until this point, I've been just looking at this, just super funny, but I've just been looking at this and been like, oh, so it's about a 4.8, 4.9 is what I would call that. So I'd say I'm probably pretty close at each time, but it's better just to see what it actually is. So they've got a 4.9 rating out of 23 ratings. I've pretty much gone through and done a lot of research for the last 30 minutes on this, at reading every single review. Most people are, so let me backtrack. KWHero, and you can see by its name, it was designed first and foremost as a keyword research heavy tool. So that makes sense. And I have not used the tool. We're going to unbox it. I've already purchased it, and we're going to go and do the full review like I normally do. But what you'll see is that it's a keyword research tool. And I had that kind of mistaken a little bit. As we come down here and we look at the plans and features, I got tied up a little bit on the AI credit system. So 1 AI credit for an outline and 4 credits for an article. So naturally, we can look at all this stuff. They have pass AI detection, which I'm not going to worry about that because AI content itself is not the culprit for bad rankings. It's just going to be junk content, or when you have AI content that's crap, then that's going to be crap content, just like anybody else's crap content. You can write humanly generated crap content as well. And so that's really not, there's plenty of AI sites ranking and so forth. Mine are not really doing so well. But they have some good stuff right here, right? But I got caught up on just the AI credits, because when you look at this is going to be 1 article. I'm going to pay $70 right now for this, and I'm only going to be able to write 1 article per month. But I got caught up on that. But I have to realize that first and foremost, this is a keyword research tool, much like KW Finder and just a bunch of other tools with a very slick user interface and a lot of nice colors. It shows you if something's green, all that kind of good stuff for a keyword research tool. So we have to be thinking of this as a keyword research and SEO tool first. When we do that and we start looking at the amount of keywords you get, so you would get 100 keywords, 50 keyword lookups a day. So for light keyword research, that's actually pretty decent keyword research, to be honest. 50 per day. But the part only getting 500, I like to get as many keywords as I possibly can when I'm doing keyword research, so then I can really find those keywords that are like green and long tail and supposedly easy to rank for. So as a keyword research tool, it becomes a little bit easier to wrap your mind around the pricing. Okay. So I just wanted to get that straight. Because right off the bat, I really was thinking that this was not quite the tool that I'm looking for, and that I think you guys would like either. Because of the AI credits. But the AI credits, like the second or third layer on top of the keyword research tool. And then you also get analysis, right? So even 50 content analysis per month, that's huge. You're able to take your content from your website or from any other AI tool and throw it in here like NeuronWriter, like Surfer SEO, and like Frase. And you get 50 right here, right off the bat right here. So I can really start seeing how this is actually a good deal. 50 credits right there. You can analyze 50 documents. Using your other, AI writers and bringing them in here and making them better based on the tool itself here, right? So pretty cool. And then once you get up here into 100, 250, I mean, you're going to need a major team on your hands in order to actually use up that many credits for just content analysis and so forth, or like right over here, 175 analysis per month. So I'm going to go into license tier 1 pricing. License tier 1 is $69, and it gives you 5 AI credits, and it gives you all this stuff. I'm not going to read off all this, but I'm going to go with just the AI credits. And just remember that you just take the number right here and divide it by 4, and that is really divide it by 5. So every 5 credits, that's going to give you an article outline and an article. So you'll get 1 article per month, and they're claiming. So we have to kind of think of the content at scale tool is very expensive to write content with them if you actually use their writer and so forth. And then also Surfer AI is like $29 per article or something like that, right? So we have to kind of put this in a different category than we would even Koala and Agility Writer and SEO Writing.ai. Those 3 tools and Surge Graph, I'll throw that one in there as well. Though all those tools are going to be much, much more affordable when it comes to AI content creation. But what these guys have done, this KWHero team, is that this is going to be more along the lines of like a super article that should rank, and it's going to be up there with like extreme, I'm doing quote unquotes here at my desk, the highest of quality of AI content. And we will definitely do some testing with this, right? I've got a couple really high domain authority websites that we can put some AI content on, and they'll still rank. I've got this one, Realistic Pay, right over here. I can show you that I got a DA of 40 right over here, and we'll probably use that one as a test tool. See if we can. I usually can get AI content to rank within a week on this site, so we'll go ahead and use it as the test today. But so we're at licensed tier. So just keep that in mind, guys. This is not. This is going to be like NeuronWriter / Surfer AI, or it's just going to basically be. Let's just say this is like a true alternative to Frase or Surfer, and so that's why the amount of content you'll be able to write is much less. Something that they've gotten around to is that they've been able to add is if you get tier 5, then you'll be able to bring, you'll be able to bring your own open API key with any plan, actually. But if you want the best bang for your buck, the most, agency, you can use this as an agency. You'll have unlimited. You have 1,000 keyword lookups per day. You'll never use that. 2,500 words per lookup. And then you have this create feature that starts in tier 3, I believe, as well. And you get 75 SERP lookups. So it's going to be fully loaded, right? So obviously tier 5 is the best. That's just straight up. So now I'll formally go over the pricing. License tier 1 is $69. You get 5 AI credits. So that's 1 article you'll be able to write. Yeah, I know that is insane and crazy, but you have to kind of wrap your mind around, after using this tool for, many months, how, each article you create is basically going to be like $30. You could kind of just think of it that way. And it just gets better. License tier 2, $129. You're going to be able to write 2 articles. When you look at it from the AI credit standpoint, it's hard to get excited about, and that's just the truth. And so license tier 3, $199. You'll get 25 AI credits. So what is that going to be? That's going to be 5. It starts getting a little bit more if you're going to do an article per week. They're claiming this is going to be the best AI content on the planet. Then it starts getting a little bit more exciting around tier 3. License tier 4 is $299. You get 40 AI credits. So that's going to get you up to that 10 article mark right there. That's 8. It's going to get you to that 8 article mark. And then license tier 5 is going to come in at $499. This seems to be what tier 5s or all-ins are starting to get to, the pricing point of software is around the $4.99 mark. Just seems to be the all-in right now, guys. You're going to get 60 credits per month. I believe that gets you about 12 to 13 articles. Let me just do some quick math here just to be sure. So 60 divided by 5 is going to give you the 12 articles per month. And so, that's divided by 4. You'd be able to write 3 articles per week. And this is on their plan. A couple positive things also to say and worth noting is that they only use ChatGPT 4.0. So they do not use at all, according to their to what they've said. They do not use, and I could pull up the founder talking about this in the questions and review section, but just take my word for it. They only use ChatGPT 4.0, and we already know that costs money for every word. Every article is going to cost money. It will cost money for the life of them as well. They do not use ChatGPT 3.5. They don't use free AI. So that I really like that there's no gray area. I'm going to go find it for you guys, actually. And you can see people are very passionate, getting a lot of 5-star reviews here. Here's a case study of someone ranked number 2, but they were also using Parasite SEO as well in there. Oh, I know where it's at, guys. It's actually from the founders section. We come over here. And this is Alex right here. And you can see right over here that we only use GPT-4, while most other tools use 3.5, which produces subpar content. And when they offer GPT-4, they actually charge significantly more than we do, blah, 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 blah. So it explains it right there. They run a 7-figure agency, and they built this tool to solve their own problems with AI content and creating high quality content and blah, blah, blah. So you can read their whole thing right there. But they said it right here, they only use GPT-4. So that's going to help out with a little bit of the why this is so expensive and so forth. So that was an extremely long introduction, but I feel like I really needed to do this backstory before going into the tool for you guys. This is why you guys tune into LearnWriter, so I can go and do all this research for you, especially on a heavy-hitting tool like this that stirs up a little bit of controversy on its pricing and so forth. They have WordPress publishing here, simulates human writing, blah, blah, blah. So we got some good stuff here. Only uses GPT-4 with proprietary models. Now, the proprietary model is going to be their unique prompting to get this to sound like human generation and so forth. But from everything that I've seen and all the reviews and questions, they do not use free AI. They do not use a 3.5 in here. So we have all this stuff over here. We can go look. This is what it looks like inside the dashboard. We'll go check that out in a second. They do have an 11-minute video right here that'll kind of get you acquainted, acclimated to the tool. I've already watched that. Pretty cool. The user interface, I can tell right now, is already really, really good. Here is Alex's LinkedIn profile over here. And we have them on Product Hunt. They have 7 reviews. I kind of don't credit these. They really look a little bit incentivized right over here. Some of these reviews, they just honestly feel a little bit like these people got the tool for free, and maybe they were kind of a little bit encouraged or incentivized to give those reviews. So I don't really credit those, but they are on Product Hunt, and a lot of people are finding them on Product Hunt. So good for them. Here's a YouTube channel. I do think that they need to do a lot more with this and do some more YouTube work right over there. And then finally over here, we have our roadmap. They did this. This was something that is impressive. Sumolings, put the pressure on them to at least let us bring our own API key from OpenAI. This will help us with the amount of credits you're giving us. They actually already implemented this, and that is super, super cool. That was really, really big, and they did that. So I'll give them kudos for that. In progress, WordPress publishing last bug fixes. So I believe that this is WordPress is already implemented, but maybe they're having bugs with it. And a lot of these tools do have bugs with the WordPress connection. There's a lot going on there, I think. And so it looks like they're still working on that. I probably won't get to that today anyways, but if I like the tool and you guys like it, I'll probably do some more tutorials and we'll do some more testing on this tool. Supposedly this tool is going to be like NeuronWriter in a sense of NeuronWriter is one of the hottest top selling tools that has ever hit AppSumo. And it's an SEO tool, right? It's an AI content generation tool and planner and all that kind of good stuff. We know in this community, we all, for the most part, like NeuronWriter. It's been one of my top sellers as well on this channel. So this is going to be kind of like, hey, is this better than NeuronWriter type thing? I know those are the types of questions you guys are going to have. You're going to want to make sure to subscribe and tune in, because I'll probably do a comparison video. We'll check out the quality of content and all that kind of good stuff. So stick around for that. So apparently you can't save keywords to lists and so forth. They're going to be adding that soon. That's something that you would think that you would add, right, in a heavy keyword research SEO type tool. But the fact that it's on the list, that's good. Excuse me, guys. Still a little early, and I have not recorded a video in like over 10 days. They're going to be adding in internal link options and bulk keyword imports and different types of content templates there. They're going to be adding in AI image generation with DALL-E 3. They've got a lot of good plans over here. I like it. Okay, so let's go in and start checking this out. So right after signing up, this is what it looks like. It looks like they have a very, very seamless, easy way to upgrade your account. That's why I went and purchased Tier 1. I want to know if I like this first before I actually go in and buy Tier 5, if I do in fact want to buy Tier 5. Personally, because I have so many AI generation tools, maybe if this one is amazing, then of course I would want to tap into that. But the fact that they give you the AI credits, if you hook up your AI API key, I wouldn't really be purchasing this, in my opinion, the multiple tiers for the ability to get more AI credits. I actually would be purchasing it because I want more volume of keywords per lookup. This is the biggest thing to me that I want to look at. When I type in a seed keyword, I don't want just 500 keywords come back, right? What if 475 of them are all high competition keywords? Then this does me no good. I want as many keywords as I can look up in order to make better keyword decisions. And so that's what I think that the kind of the golden nugget on Tier 5 is, and so forth. So you can see I got Tier 1, but like I said, they make it super easy to just click a button and go upgrade. Of course, they've got the light mode and the dark mode. I don't care. There was someone that said, hey, why do you spend time on that? Almost every site has that. Well, it's what I do, right? I want people, while they're watching this video, to see what this looks like, because every light and dark mode on every site does look different. But that's cool. I like the feature. That is common. Yes, absolutely. It's become very, very common now. To where if you don't have that, it's going to be something that people ask for. But I think in a full review, I should show it. So I think you click over here on this hamburger button over here, and then that's when you can see the AI key, the daily credits for keywords, and when it renews right there. That's cool. And you have your AI credits at 5. So very good transparency. I like that. We're going to go over here to keyword research right now, and I'm going to go in here and just say faceless YouTube, United States. Let's see what country we can. We can go worldwide. I'm just going to go, worldwide actually, and then I'm going to say search. And then you'll see right over here, this is pretty cool because it really does have, it only found 15 keywords. So we don't have, obviously this doesn't have a lot of keywords for us, but we can also go and click on one. So let's just say we go into here, faceless YouTube channel. No, I know that these are going to be competitive. So I want to find something else for us. So maybe we go with let's go with email marketing and see if there's any kind of nuggets that we can find in here. They also have a cluster feature over here as well. But as you can see, this reminds me of the Mang tools. Let's see what it is. This one right here, Mangools. This is a Mangools tool. They have a keyword tool that looks a lot like this. They're KW Finder. There you go, guys. This is very similar to like KWHero, just the way that this is lined out. So I would say that that's probably the best alternative that I can think of. The user interface is very, very slick. I really like it. And I like the colors, the bright colors and so forth. Makes it easy to understand. So we have all these keywords. This is a very competitive market, but what we can do is now we're looking at 500 keywords. So I like looking in markets. Like I said, this is why I would want to upgrade my tier level, because I know that there's probably thousands of keywords and I'm only seeing 500. So what we would do is you would want to come in here and find one that is, we can click on difficulty and look at all these easy ones right over here. And something that doesn't have gibberish in it, maybe like right here, B2B email marketing agency. And then maybe that could be another like email marketing for dentists, right? So you could come in here and click on email marketing for dentists. You're going to get this over here, profitability score. It's saying it has a good chance of being profitable. We do know that we have a massive cost per click over here at $34. And it's saying it's a very easy keyword. I'm not sure about that, guys, but we're going to go ahead and just roll with it. Now, if we click on one of these keywords and then we go to fetch SERPs, now this is that part where we come over here, fetching SERPs, we go into pricing and plans. That's where this comes up. The 10 SERP lookup refreshes, I believe, is that part right there? I believe that that's what that is. I'm not sure, but obviously when you're doing heavy keyword research and you're on tier 5, you're not going to have to worry too much about that. But when you only have 10 per day, you're going to need to be a little bit more mindful of which one you use. Let's go click on that hamburger and see if we can see. There's the SERP analysis. We did one. So that is exactly what that is, just so you guys know. But this is where you can come in here and it's going to bring us the top 100 results over here. So we're definitely not going to rank number 1. Constant Contact is ranking. I don't know whether URL power and domain power, they have their own algorithm, but you know, the only way to really see, obviously, like I said, I think this is going to be harder to rank for, because I mean, look at all these top 5 are extremely hard to rank for. So I probably wouldn't even mess with this. MailChimp, we're definitely not going to outrank these people, but we do have a Quora over here. Who knows? Maybe we could rank number 5 for that. We start scrolling down in the top 10. So there is someone in the top 10 right here in green. So that's the only opportunity we have right there. But this is competitive. So I don't really know where they're getting this keyword difficulty is without doing any more analysis. Email marketing for dentists. We have dentists on every one of these. So this is definitely not going to be an easy keyword. We're not going to go with that. So I'm not really sure where they're getting the easy keyword from, because this just indicates kind of this looks very difficult. And it's saying minimal recommended domain power 1, quality links to page is 0. So I'm just not really sure. Without doing any more analysis, it'd be nice if we had a little column here that said how many backlinks these pages have on them. There's things that they can do to take this tool to the next level for sure, but this is what we're getting right now. I'm going to come up here and just say start a business and search. Okay, so here's something a little bit more interesting. How to start a wax melt business from home. I have no idea what that is, but these kind of articles have ranked before on my site. So I'm gonna go ahead and fetch this one as well so you guys can see it. These have tended to do a lot better on my site, so we're gonna go with this one. It does have some search volume and so forth. But look, you can see these top 5 are going to be hard to tap into, but we have number 7 and right over here, domain power of 1 right over here, ranking number 8. So maybe this is where the opportunity is coming in. We could definitely break into the top 10. Most likely it's going to be a lot harder to break into top 5. So let's go with this keyword right here. So you can also cluster keywords. I'll show you what that feature looks like. It means that when you come in and you see a keyword, it took that 500 down, I believe. And let's take the cluster off actually. Yeah, so there's 500 keywords right here, guys. We click the cluster button and it automatically moves it to now 200 keywords, because inside of each one, you click this little arrow and you're going to have more, and it looks like you can actually get rid of the keywords inside of here. If you click this arrow, remove from parent topic. But as you like how to start a business, there's going to be a ton. That's going to be, so this tells you if you have this many that are related, this is more of a pillar type content. You're not going to rank for how to start a business, but if you have a site like this, you might want to write this article anyways, just to help with your topical authority, right? And your authority of just the topic itself. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take clusters off real quick, and we'll just go with this, how to start a wax melt business. I think we can click on this right here, and we can add to content plan. We can copy. Let's see right over here. So content creation. They have content plans over here, so let's just go ahead and add one so you guys can see what that looks like. So we'll say create new content plan, and right over here, I'm just going to say per website, and I'll just say add keywords to content plan, and I will just say add keywords. Okay, so then we'll go to how do we get to content plan from here though? I'm going to go ahead and copy this just to be sure that we have it in case we lose our spot. I'm going to copy that, and then we'll go into content creation possibly. And so here is the content plan. If I click on realistic pay, that didn't work, but here we'll go ahead and add that, add to content plan. It worked over here. So here's where you can go and you can do an analysis, create a new content analysis for this keyword. You'll have keyword difficulty, volume. Obviously you can add these keywords from other keyword tools if you wanted to. And if you have a writing team, this is where you can say in progress, on hold, writing, editing. So I like that for outsourcing. And you have people, I'm not sure if they specify if you're able to have people, VAs. It's not really, I don't see where it's specified over here, but I do think if I'm not correct here. So starting on license tier 3, you'll see that under sharing and collaboration, you have read and edit. But once you hit license tier 3, you go into read, edit, and create. So this part right here, I believe that if you're going to be able to have somebody else create under your account, I believe that this is where you'll now have that function. But I'm not really sure where that comes in at. Notifications, so profile. I'm not really sure where that comes in, but I'm not going to spend too much time on that. But you are able to share this content plan with other users, so you can share that, add more keywords. So it's basically you can share it, and if you share it with someone, they would actually be able to create inside of here if you've shared it, is the way that I'm interpreting that. All right, so we've got our keyword right over here. You can move keywords to the top by clicking that and moving it up, and you'll have a keyword label status updated. And I'm going to click this analysis button right over here. It shouldn't take too long. We'll be right back. Okay, so it was just kind of sitting there and the wheel was spinning. It was probably like a minute to 2 minutes, but it does give you the tip to go ahead and just refresh the page. So if it's been a minute or 2 minutes, just go ahead and push the refresh button over here on your page, and we can see we have the analysis right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and click that. Here's what the analysis is gonna look like. So it has already went and analyzed all the top SERPs and so forth for this keyword. And this is where you're gonna add your keyword, and you can come in here and you can actually paste in content right here. So this would count as, I believe this would count as one of your 50 content analysis per month. And that's the step we're on right now. We don't get into the AI credits and so forth until we start tapping on Outline Builder and AI Content Writer right over here. And that's what we're going to do right now. But just know that this is where you've got your Surfer SEO and your Frase and your NeuronWriter. If you want to use it like that, here's all your buttons up here. And obviously this is not loaded and developed like NeuronWriters, and I wouldn't say that it would be, but they will be obviously adding to this, and looks like you can make adjustments to how you want this to look. That's kind of cool. I like that. And this is where you would paste your content in right here. Okay. But we know that we only need a 1,000-word article right over here. We only need a heading right over here of 12 to 16 headings, paragraphs, images. So I'm going to aim for like a 2,000-word article right over here. We have a readability is based on the Flesh readability analysis, content structure, NLP terms, secondary keywords you can actually add in right here if you want to add those in right there. But if not, it's going to go and find those for us pretty much anyways. And then we have headings, terms, content terms right over here and so forth. So let's go into the outline builder real quick and create an outline right here. And it's going to go and now create an outline for us. And apparently KWHero does outlines in a unique way. That's all I can say. They have their own proprietary way that they create outlines. It's more human generated based instead of just going and grabbing our top competitors and then grabbing their headlines. Apparently it's not as straightforward as that. They actually do some other things as well. I don't really know what those are, but that's what I've read from the founders answering questions on this exact topic. So you're welcome to go and do more research on that. But apparently it really is supposed to be really good at creating outlines. So you can look at this outline: how to start a wax melt business from home, a step-by-step guide, laying down the foundation for your wax melt business, identifying your niche, analyzing competitors. So we've got H1, H2, 3, 4, H3, H4. So you have your H2, you have a second H2, third. So it really goes down into H4. They like to really break this down into H4 H3s and H4s as well. We're going to roll with this. It looks like a pretty good outline. It looks like an AI generated outline, but it does look like it's pretty complex and covers all the topics: scaling your wax business, securing the future of your wax business. So it's like telling you how to start it, how to scale it, how to continue the growth into the future for it, and then wrapping up right there. Okay, so pretty cool stuff. This is where you can go and make full customizations inside the outline builder. It's saying that we're at total word count. It's going to write that for us. Really cool. But I want to go and I want to increase this. Oops, when you push that, let's see right over here. Sorry. Minus those. I wanted the word count to go up, maybe to 50, identifying your niche in that. Maybe we'll go right here. I wanted to increase these. So this is where you're going to be able to come in here and fine tune sections where you want it to go. I want to go to at least 1,500 words. So I'm just going to go and fine tune. So I like how we have full control over how many words we're going to end up with, and what sections we want to actually make more, right? Marketing and selling your wax melts right over here. So maybe just the H2s now. I'll come in here and make them a little bit more, because I think that those are important. We're up to 1,300 words, and we'll go into here, H2 right there, and we're at 1,300 words, and let's just go and, just randomly select some of these. A recap right over here, boom, we'll just add that right there, and I'm just randomly going with some more right here, and we'll do one more. All right, so we've got 1,500 words. I wanted to over deliver on the content, especially since I'm using the only article that I get for the month right now until I connect my API key. And we'll look and see how we do that in a minute as well. So we have the outline. What do we do next? Create outline. We already pushed that. Reflect outline updates and content analysis. I'm going to leave, so you can actually click this button right there. I'm going to go ahead and just leave it. So then I think that we just click on the AI writer. Once we have our outline over here, we've already created it. We'll go over to the AI content writer over here. And then this is where you can choose your tone of voice. I'm going to go with, let's just leave it on standard. Intermediate, beginner. Let's just go with intermediate. Let's go with to inform. We have storytelling, opinion-based, educate, entertain. So I think this is educate or inform. I think those are very similar, but we'll just stick with that. But instead of third person, let's go with first person. Actually, but if it's not a topic that you actually like, I don't know how to create a wax museum, then I guess we would probably want to go with like the third person right here. That's fine. NLP optimization, yes. I'm going to go with what they are saying to do this. Scrape fresh content. They're actually saying that you don't need to do this. That's what the owner says. Scrape fresh content for context from the internet may produce unexpected results and be out of context in certain cases. So I'm going to actually leave it off in this case. And that is what they recommend doing for the highest quality of content. Pass AI detection, they also recommend leaving it off. Let's just pretend that if we push yes, that it's probably going to pass. I was going to do these right over here. Maybe we'll do a test. But it supposedly would get good results. Maybe we can do that for another test. But generally speaking, if it creates high quality content, AI content, then you won't need something like this anyways. And then if you use the pass AI detection, we already know that it's going to bring the content quality down. And so it's going to hurt you regardless, because now it's going to pass AI content detection, but then the quality of content's not going to be that great, right? So kind of a catch-22, if you will. We're going to just stick with what they've got here, but you can give it some additional writing guidelines over here as well. There's one other thing I forgot to show you guys. What you're able to do is inside here, you're actually able to click on any one of these, and you're able to put in here, hey, tell a joke at the beginning. Here's a real, and this is where this would get really good, guys. Inside of here, if you're writing about topics that you really know about, and it's your site, which I recommend going into 2024, this is the way that I'm going to be doing websites, is that you'll want to tell a story right here and say, hey, write about this, because it's a real story, a real experience, and put that in right here. So AI can, and then write in first person. So that's the power of this, right? I'm going to come in here, and we're just going to leave it the way it is right here. And you can put, like I said, you can put more background information on, but I don't really have any background information, but I like how easy it is to customize your prompts, customize the words, the amount of words per section, and the fine tuning is pretty darn cool. So let's go write the content now, and we'll be back in a minute. It would be cool right here if we were able to see the article being written, kind of like Koala does and a lot of the other tools. I think that would be kind of cool. It's going on in the background, obviously, but I think it'd be cool to be able to see it being written in the background, so you kind of know where you're at. But it doesn't make or break the software. It also says that we can click off here somehow. I don't want to do that in this one, but it does say you can keep using other parts of the app. Go back and do some more keyword research if you want to. If it takes longer than 2 minutes, try refreshing. So we'll do that in just a minute. Okay, so it's done. I didn't have to refresh. It automatically updated us where it's at. And I think that took less than 2 minutes. So that's pretty fast, actually. So how to start a wax melt business from home. Starting a wax melt business from home combines creativity with an entrepreneurship. This journey involves turning paraffin wax into enticing home fragrances that captivate a wide audience. By understanding the market and mastering the craft, entrepreneurs can establish a successful home fragrance business right from their living spaces. So that's what it is. The wax melt business is like candles and fragrances. It's just a different keyword term, right? Now, I love that it did a very short and to the point, concise introduction. I really like that. Looks like we can add links right there. Selection word count. It has a selection word count tool built right in. That is super cool. There is no right click in here that I'm able to. So this is 47 words. Little fine details like that I absolutely love. When I highlight this text, I want to know how many words is this? And it tells me right down here, 51 words. That is super cool. Your normal right click on your machine is not going to work inside of this canvas right here, but you will be able to add links and word count right there. And then you have all your options over here. And you can go with an image right here. We can go with source and so forth. They're going to be adding AI image availability in there. For now, you'd probably just want to go and paste this into your WordPress site. So where is the analysis that it gave us now? So it wrote the content for us. Here's the content. How do I get all those scores now? There was a selection over here that I'm going to go ahead and push save real quick. Just going to save the content so we don't lose it. And then there was a section over here that I didn't show you guys where we can actually come in here. It has an AI built in where it's going to like automatically not select YouTube and Reddit and so forth. So it already did its job, but these are your competitors and the word counts and so forth that it selected that we can go and fine tune if we want to. You have internal notes that we can go and add as well if we want to. This is where you'll go share this link. I'm going to copy this and share with you what this looks like in an incognito window. Control V, and this is what you would share with your VAs or your writers, and they would sign up for an account right here in order to be able to use it. So super cool. And then publish to WordPress. This feature is coming back within a day or two. Yeah, so they are fixing the bugs on that. Flip sides. You can actually flip the sides like that. That's kind of cool to give you the option. I like those little fine details that you're able to do that. But where is it where we go and look at the scores? Oh, so we go back to guidelines. Okay. So we just wrote the content. It's all right here. How many words is it? We'll go back to the guidelines section. It's a 91 out of 100 content score. I know you guys are interested in what would this mean if you're gonna have to tune in tomorrow because this video is way too long. So make sure you look for my next video. I'm gonna have to do a continuation video of this video, but this is my review. How to start a wax museum from home. This exact keyword, I'm going to plug that into NeuronWriter and then plug this content in and see what NeuronWriter says about it, right? But they are two different tools, two different, algorithms, and their processes are going to be different. So really comparing the two tools from that standpoint, I know that that's what you guys want to see, so I'm going to do that. But again, you could take this content, put it into NeuronWriter, and it might have a 60 score or vice versa. But we'll go ahead and do that in the next video. But we do had, so we said 1,500 words. It ended up creating 2,000 words for us. So it's, a give or take 500 words, not too bad. So we could have left it on around the 900. We could have left it the way it was. And now that I know that it runs a little heavy, it's not too bad, guys. I mean, there's a lot of tools that are similar, kind of like that, and then they blow it out of the park, and they end up creating 3,000, 3,500 words. It's just way too much. This one was pretty tight within 500 words, so I like that. So I like the fact that if I want 1,500 words, I might just put in there, 1,000 to 1,100 words and see where it ends up. So not too bad. We have the headings right over here. It does have more headings than what's recommended. I don't know if that hurts us or not. Paragraphs, not bad, but the more paragraphs, the better. This is what you want. You want chopped up content like this. It's easier to read. And images, we obviously need to add images. Readability is at grade 13. So it would be nice to be able to shave this down. There really isn't any AI out there still that... I don't know if this goes higher. Does this go to 14, 15, 16 or not? But I'd like to see what this also shows in some other readability scores. Right over here, if I go Control A, Control Copy, then we go into, let's just go check it out in Hemingway real quick. We'll paste that in, and it is grade 13, so it's getting this from the same score is what it looks like that Hemingway gets. So this saves you a step as well. You wouldn't have to come in here and check Hemingway because it's going to give you the same accurate data right over here. Hemingway does have some, it'll identify the ones that you need to go and improve. But this has to do with people staying on your content. Most likely the people that are going to be reading an article like this anyways, they're going to be okay with reading technical content anyways. So I really don't think it matters with this kind of content. And then your flesh score right over here is 41 right over here. Secondary keywords, but then this is where you can go in here. Heading terms, we hit on all the ones that we needed to. Wax melts at 3, and content terms, look at all that green right there. You could go, and if you're OCD, you could go and add some of these other keywords right over here that it didn't hit. We have a couple that it went a little heavy on, but not too bad. But then everything else is just, what is the difference between this? We went over 1 right over here. This one we didn't hit enough. Okay, so dark green means we did too many. So kind of over optimized. Orange is that we didn't do enough. And then green is that we're right in the range. So that is pretty cool. I like the interpretation of this. I really, really like the UI of the software. All these customizations of being able to change the screen and switch it and so forth. I like that. All right. So I'm going to look at the content for a second. Researching the market, identifying competitive home fragrance market, identifying your niche in the wax melt market, finding your niche is about discovering where your passion is, boom, 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 uniquely scented. So I was just looking to see if there's any transition sentences for every one of these. It should include a detailed analysis of target market, setting a clear path. So it's just boom. It tells you exactly what crafting a business plan success, and then it moves right into financial projections. It doesn't have to do a, introduce the next section or anything like that. So I like that. Before we go into the next H2, let's see what it does. Zoning laws right here. Before you start selling, it's essential to check zoning laws and home business regulations. These laws determine if you can operate a business, blah, blah, blah. Compliance ensures your chosen wax melt business doesn't face unexpected hurdles, and then jumps right into the next H2. So there are no transition sentences, and that helps tremendously. We're getting right to the point with helpful content. I really, really like that. Recap of essential actions. So we have wrapping up, embarking on the journey, blah, blah, blah. Remember the essence of success lies in understanding the market needs, reviewing key steps as your business expands, and recap of essential action plans starting a wax business. Boom, boom, boom. Overall, it looks pretty good. I'm going to go and publish this on my website and start tracking it to see if we can get this to rank based on the high quality content that this supposedly created for us. I will obviously update you guys on where we're at, and I'll continue to try to test this out and see if I'm going to be upgrading my account. One other thing I wanted to let's just go and push save. And then we want to go over to profile, wherever that is going to be. Let's go into profile. And this is where bring your own key. You're just going to paste your API key right here and you are good to go. So super easy. Looks like they have an affiliate dashboard as well. Super cool stuff. So definitely tune in, subscribe so you'll get more content from KWHero, and we'll see where this goes. Overall, with a full-blown understanding, I spent 30 to 45 minutes researching this before even doing the review, before even opening up the software. I went and purchased it. I went and did a bunch of learned the backstory, learned the history of the company, learned what people are liking about the software before reviewing it. I have a full understanding of it now. And overall, when you look at the pricing and stuff and you look at it from a keyword research standpoint and you consider the name is KWHero, it's a keyword research tool first. They've added in some insane content plan, or being able to create some high quality articles. We're going to have to see if that's the case with the content ranking, and I'll bring that back to you guys. But overall, with everything put together, this is definitely over 4 stars. Out of 5 stars, I would probably put this at a 4.7, maybe 4.7, 4.8, more than 4.5, because pretty much everything that we wanted to do inside the software worked. There wasn't really any bugs that I saw initially. They've thought of a lot of different things when it comes to being able to adjust the screen. The UI and UX is really, really good, very slick. It's fast, and they have a lot of features right out of the gate for an SEO tool like this to come out of the gates. So I really do think this has a massive potential, and I would give this a really high rating, definitely over 4.5. The rest can be interpreted as anything, right? It's really hard to give something a 5, but I'm going to give this a really high 4 point whatever, right? 4.7 or higher. Definitely worth monitoring and looking at. You'll want to tune in, because I will go and see if I can get some articles ranking, and then things get a lot more interesting. I actually go and test tools out on sites that I have high DAs on and see if we can get this content ranking. And that's when the true kind of meaning of these tools and the performance of the tools come into play, when it actually does what it says it's going to do. It is insane AI content, and then it ranks overnight. That's when it's like, okay, well, I have nothing else left to do but to give this a 5.0. So overall, pretty impressed with this tool. Tune in and I'll do some more testing and comparisons with this tool. I had a good time checking this tool out. I'm glad I got that plan tier 1, because we can go and put our AI in here and let this thing do a lot of the magic for us. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.